And now what is happening is that every day our members withdraw from the company 20 to 30,000 coins and they sell it off every day. That constant sale of small amounts of coins is the reason for the price not growing. So why do people want to withdraw the coin and liquidate it? Why are they doing it in such panic, even though it's already 2 weeks after the fall of the price? You see, when we started promoting Project X, which is now Bitcoin Vault, it was 2019. And 2019, we traveled all around the world. I have met most of you. I shook hands with you. You have been to the farms. You saw the computers who are actually mining the coin. But the great explosion of sales, the huge success of Mining City, actually started in March of 2020. That is the month when the pandemic started, the lockdown started. We are not traveling anymore. None of these people saw us. None of these people visited the farms. None of these people had any physical proof of what we are doing. I cannot and I do not blame them for actually wanting to liquidate their assets because they didn't know us personally. They didn't know what the company is about, really, physically. So that actually shows us what we should do in order to bring back the value of Bitcoin Vault to the levels that were before and even higher levels. First of all, we should bring the coin back. We should give the coin the volumes it actually requires on the exchanges so that a sell-off doesn't precipitate the fall of price. Second of all, we should bring back the trust of company, or actually present more trust to the new members, people who have not been able to travel because of the corona pandemic. Third of all, we need much more education to our new members concerning how the markets work and how the exchanges work. So now I will tell you about our plan, how we are going to implement it, and what are going to be the effects. Many of you may think that we are doing nothing, just looking at the situation, but that's not true. We have a plan, and this is it. Before we start doing anything drastic, anything big, we needed the market to stabilize itself. We cannot influence the price of the coin. We want the coin to stabilize all on its own. We want to find the equilibrium of the price that the market is willing to accept and that will provide a foothold for us from which to grow. And this is the last 24 hours. And it seems that we are actually reaching a point that is much more acceptable for the market as the bottom point for the coin. What we are prepared to do is allow for the coin to go to the lowest value possible, and I will tell you why, and I will tell you how it will help us. The value of the coin was growing so very fast because of three things. The strength of mining, the enthusiasm of our community, and the promise of new features that are going to define this coin in the future. So in order to bring the value of the coin back, we are going to have to turn these features on. So the most important thing is the USP of the coin, the third security key. And we are going to turn on this feature within 2 weeks. I believe that 2 weeks is enough for the market to find some sort of equilibrium for the price of the coin, and we can confidently start building up the value again. I know that most of you know what the third key does, but those of you who don't know, I will just say, you can now reverse a transaction within 24 hours. If you know that you've made a mistake, or you send it to a wrong wallet, or you send the wrong amount, you can bring back the money to your wallet within 24 hours. This feature is not for everyone, but it is for the individuals and institutions and companies who are transferring huge amounts of value through digital assets. If you're transferring $1 million in digital coins to your business partner, they can probably wait for 24 hours. And with use of Bitcoin Vault, that transaction will be secure. The real-world application of this feature exceeds the needs of our community. This is why introduction of the security key is going to be backed by an international marketing and PR campaign. We are not going to talk about it just on Telegram. We're not going to talk about it just on social media, but we will also be present on Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, and all the traditional media talking about cryptocurrencies. Introduction of the third key will actually give us three things. First of all, the market and our community will see that we are still developing the project and we are not abandoning it. Second thing, which is very important, we want to increase the demand for the coin on the market. With increased demand, we expect to see the volumes grow as well. And obviously, that is going to build international faith in the company as well, the trust. But to build the global trust, it's not enough just to turn on a feature. We have to do other things. So these are the things that we are going to do. So we need more exchanges, and more exchanges are going to be put on. OKX is going to come in as an exchange, and we are talking to many more exchanges that we want to feature Bitcoin Vault before the end of September. Now, I can't tell you exactly which exchanges they are, because before we apply to any exchange, we have to sign an NDA, and if their name leaks, it may create problems for us during the negotiations. However, we are going to implement those new exchanges faster, and there's going to be more of them. So there is more volume on the market for Bitcoin Vault. We are also going to allow other pools to join Bitcoin Vault mining. You will see Hubli pool joining mining BTCV in few weeks. And we are in negotiations on joining Bitcoin Vault mining from such pools as even the Binance pool. This again is going to build in the eyes of the others. It will show that we are trustworthy, that we work with international partners, and that we are still developing the project. Because I want you to be just aware of one thing. We are not going anywhere, and this project is not ending. It is the best performing coin in the history. It is our baby. We've made it, and we are going to develop it, and we are not giving up. If you had to sell your coins, if you needed to sell them, I sympathize. But this contract is 1,100 days of mining. And that little correction of the price, it's just 14 days. It's a very small bump in the road that is very long. And other pools joining the mining of Bitcoin Vault will not affect the mining for the mining city community in a significant way, because we have the decentralized digital mining organization algorithm. This is why these pools have to negotiate, because they actually negotiate for the amount of terahash power they can mine on Bitcoin Vault. These pools joining will actually bring us more value than it will take from us, because they will actually validate what we're doing. They will validate our mining not just to potential buyers on the market, but to new members of our community. It will also show that for the rest of the market, this is a long-term project, just like it is for Mining City. So Mining City is going to keep developing, and it's business as usual for us. In 5 days, there's Mining City 2.0 coming to your website. It's going to be faster, it's going to be leaner, it's going to calculate your rewards and your compensation plans without the delays that we have seen in the old system. When you as a client interact with a website which is fast and which is seamless, it also builds your trust to the company. We will also continue developing the projects that we have started on even at the end of 2019. Namely, the cryptocurrency debit card. The new website is coming this month, and the new card is coming in 2 months. Initially, the card was designed to carry just Bitcoin, but now we're working to also add Bitcoin Vault. We will be publishing information about the new card, the prices of the card, and also the compensation plan connected with the card within 1 month. And the card brings us to another way where we want to support Bitcoin Vault: payment gateways and shops. We want to have payment gateways in place before Christmas, and we are talking to shops who will actually accept Bitcoin Vault as payment for services and for products before Christmas. So let us summarize what we want to do and how we want to bring back Bitcoin Vault to the value that it actually deserves. Third security key, more exchanges, new mining pools joining mining of Bitcoin Vault, new payment gateways, and assuring you that we are backing Bitcoin Vault 150% and we are not stepping back. This is just the beginning because there's so much more coming. We obviously want Bitcoin Vault to be listed on CoinMarketCap before the end of this month as well. Just another step in bringing up our credibility and the credibility of the project and just giving something more for other people to hate. But there is still a very pressing matter. There's about 20 to 30,000 coins daily being poured out onto the markets. So we decided to allow for a bit of Bitcoin to buy out the coins from our community, which they are putting out on the market. As soon as they put the price down, we will be trying out to buy out that coin. Since people feel the need to get rid of the coin, we will buy it back and we will just hodl it, actively taking it off the market and bringing back the demand. Obviously, we are going to do it at the lowest price possible. But it's not just our members and traders that sell off the coin. The unique thing about Bitcoin Vault, Mining City, and MineBest is that we also make our money in Bitcoin Vault. This is why it is in our interests to bring back the value of the coin and make it very steady, make it concrete so that nothing will be able to disrupt it in the future. But we were also liquidating the coin on the markets because every month we had to pay for electricity, for maintenance, we had to pay staff salaries. That all comes from Bitcoin Vault. So we decided to take off this selling pressure from the market and we will not be liquidating Bitcoin Vault to pay for electricity and for maintenance and for staff. This is why we also brought back the 1,100 days promotions for people who buy with Bitcoin, because it will require just more Bitcoin than Bitcoin Vault. We will use the profits from Bitcoin to actually pay for the electricity and the overheads and to purchase a Bitcoin Vault if necessary. Also, we are going to direct some part of the terahash power to mine Bitcoin. You will be able to, that will not affect your Bitcoin income. Don't worry, it's not going to affect mining of Bitcoin Vault. We are going to issue a document about it today, so you can actually calculate it and see how the mining is affected, if it's at all affected, and how we are going to get extra Bitcoin to buy out Bitcoin Vault and to pay for the overheads. So let us summarize. So 2 weeks ago, 2 individuals were trying to sell a lot of Bitcoin, and it actually created a panic sale. Those individuals were not members of Mining City. They were most probably members of an organization which tried to attack our terahash pool when we started mining in December of 2019. The timing was perfect. The price was overinflated and the project was too young to be listed on enough exchanges not to feel such huge sellout. But it doesn't really matter, because what matters is that if the coin was not legitimate, if this was not a real business based on real mining, they would have destroyed the coin. It would not have found a footstool. It would not be back to an acceptable level. Anyone who tells you that the project is weak because of a price correction is stupid. The project is ultra strong because it sustained the damage and it prevailed, and also several 100% value increase in a couple of months. And you know it because Korea is the birthplace of Mining City. So you guys know it, you have been here, you have met us, but this is possible because it's not a 4-people company. You see me, you see Peter, you see Eyal. but there's hundreds of people working in this very building where I'm sitting right now. They are working very hard to make this one of the best projects in the world. They are the people we never see. They are the people who, but they are the people who work the hardest. Now, a very important point as well. While everyone thought that they were actually losing money, they were not losing money. They were just losing an overinflated value on the coin that they already had. And the majority of the community actually supported Mining City, and they supported Bitcoin Vault while this depreciation started. I used to work in the gaming industry, and the people in gaming industry are very, very passionate about the project, about the product as well. But I have never seen as much support as I have from Mining City community. For that, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So when we finish this little talk, I just want you to walk away with several very important points. First of all, the company is not affected negatively. It is still going on, the projects are still on, it's business as usual. The second of all is we are backing Bitcoin Vault 100%, and we are not going to move away from that project at all. It's a long-term project, and we are going to be with it until the end, and even one day longer. Another thing, which is also very important, we have a plan, and we will be putting that plan into motion. You will see the first elements of the plan within 2 weeks. Oh, actually, you will be seeing them in 5 days, because because the system is changing in 5 days. We are watching, we are acting, and we are going to fulfill all our commitments to you and to new members. To that end, we are going to continue with the Korean University webinars, and we're going to have them regularly every week. So we will be communicating the new system to you and the new exchanges and the new 3 key structures in the next webinars. But most of all, which is very important, because as I said, 2020 is the year where we only do those Zooms and we only see each other through these videos. The most important thing is that we actually want to invite you to come in groups or alone to our offices here in Warsaw. I know that some people already are coming, that they have planned this visit, but we want you to come. We want you to see the company, we want you to see the people working here, we want you to see the entire operation. We will welcome you to Poland. We want you to be sure that what you are getting with is a long-term, strong company, not just 4 guys with computers sitting in a basement somewhere. Now, I would just like to thank you all for coming. Kamsahamnida. Please stay safe, and thank you for being with us. I will see you next week, and in the coming days probably as well. Now, I am off to work upstairs on bringing back the value of the coin to everyone. I know that fast-growing value is very sexy, and now me and my team are going to bring back the value again through hard work. More safe and just as sexy. Thank you all for being here, and watch this space. We will be giving you more information even today. So read the news, read our Telegram groups, and keep in touch. Bye. Thank you. Goodbye.
감사합니다.